Oscar and Emmy Award-winning star of Ghost in the Dark and The Color Purple, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Whoopi Goldberg.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. How do I look? Okay, fine. You're saying too Hollywood? Maybe. But if other studios can have a line or a mouth or something, what is wrong with an Oscar-winning Whoopi? Besides, I know all about this place. I shot my first movie here with Steven Spielberg on the Universal Backlot, the biggest and busiest fantasy factory in the world. So let's go. Universal got its start in 1912 when visionary Carl Laemmle brought his movie company and opened Universal Pictures. On March 15, 1915, Mr. Laemmle invited the public, that's you guys, to visit his studio, and the Universal Studio Tour was born. You see, Mr. Laemmle believed that movies should make people laugh, or cry, or sit on the edge of their seats. And for the last century, Universal has been doing just that.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're the biggest entertainment company in the world.
I'll be back to check up on you guys a little later. In the meantime, I'm going to turn things back over to you.
And it's right next door to Production Bungalow 5195, which belonged to the incomparable Alfred Hitchcock. But let's talk a little bit more about 3D animated films. We have Illumination Entertainment here on the lot, which is behind the highly anticipated Despicable Me 3D starring Steve Carell as Groot. So here's Chris Meledandri to tell us a little bit more about making animated films. Chris?
Hi, I'm Chris Meledandri, Chairman and CEO of Illumination Entertainment. Our production team in Los Angeles, a staff of over 200 animators in Paris, and artists from around the world are working on the highly anticipated 3D CGI feature, Despicable Me, starring Steve Carell Animation, which can take 3 to 4 years to complete. So, I better get back to work.
Knocked over! It's so funny!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, put your right hand high in the air and wave it all around like you just don't care. And say goodbye to the front line because really, this is where the big stuff is filmed and the world is quite literally just around the corner. Now, on June 1st, 2008, 4 acres of the historic Universal Backlot were burned down in a devastating fire. We knew immediately that these new sets need to be reproduced, so we amassed some of the top filmmakers and set designers in the history of Hollywood to bring us our new and improved backlot locations. Take a look at your monitors and you can see some of the hard work that's gone on to these fabulous new sets. And ladies and gentlemen, these sets are what we call facades. In French, that means full screen. The front side is the only part of the building that's built because that's the only part the camera sees. We let your imagination fill in the rest. So what looks like stone and mortar is just very carefully crafted foam and fiberglass. And some of the productions that have filmed here on the lot include 24 starring Kiefer Sutherland, as well as Ghost Whisperer starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. Take a look. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while this area was featured as the town of Grandview and Ghost Whisperer, it was made famous as Hill Valley in Back to the Future.
Filmed here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the job of the art director to make these sets look like the difference better and faster. Take a look. Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the Duesenberg from the Mummy Return, which has no engine. It was actually pulled along using rope. There's the Dithmobile from National Lampoon's Animal House, brought to us by the boys of the Delta Tau Chi fraternity at Faber College. There's the Magnum PI Ferrari 308, which is not a real Ferrari, it's just a Ferrari shell. As well as the Mule from Serenity, based off of the television series Firefly. You can see the kit car from Knight Rider, as well as the DeLorean from the Back to the Future films. Now, there were 17 DeLoreans that were used in the creation of the movie, 15 of which were fake, made out of wood and fiberglass, so they're a lot lighter and easier to hoist up into the air. You guys also see the Orange Julius's RX-7 and Slapjack Supra from Fast and the Furious.
Ja Rule or war, yeah, yeah. All right, fire 'em up! We go live and fire. It's time for ignition.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this area is dressed to look like the mean streets of Tokyo, and more specifically a chop shop. They take stolen cars, stripping down the parts, and sell them on the black market. Now, what you guys are about to see are some of the special effects for the upcoming Furious 5.
Clear on the set. Let's see the bullet hits. And go. Smoke. Go. Fire. Go. Okay, we're clear for a full run through. All systems checked. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action.
Cut! Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Carnage and Karma. Boys, take a bow. So you guys got any other moves? Never ask for a raise. Alright folks, now we're going to take you with the mean streets of Tokyo to a little island off the coast of Costa Rica. Ladies and gentlemen. That's right folks, the picture...
That's your forecast for today.
Here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the house.
Newsflash, Al, this just in. Last time I checked, you need clouds to make rain, and frankly, I don't see a cloud in the sky. And these are, it is raining. Huh. It's not like great rain. Just type of water straight up into the air, but it'll fall down naturally. But a lot of times you kind of run to the camera to see the water, so we'll add nothing to it. So you might say that Gene Kelly was saying, you didn't know. Alright, Steve, come to water. Steve's our weather guy. Alright, I'm gonna hit the emergency off button, or else we're gonna have a big problem. I hit the wrong button. It's a flash flood. Look out! Alright folks, now all the water that you see here, I don't want anyone to worry because it's all going to be recycled into the parks drinking fountains. Here it is in a big fat light. As seen in McHale's Navy. And these very small models, otherwise known as miniatures, to make this area look a lot bigger than it actually was. Anytime we want to put our actors in the water, but we want to keep the crew, the director, and most importantly, the camera dry. Don't worry, folks. We got Leo. He's the best to do. He'll get us out of here. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we take a look over to the left-hand side of the tram. Alright, that was the end of it, folks. Everything's nice. George, there's another shark in the water. George, get out of the water. Oh, George had a lot of guts being out there, guys. And there they are. But don't worry, Leo's gonna keep us nice and safe by pulling up behind these highly flammable gas tanks. What's the worst that can happen? Probably looking at me going, whatever, Joe, that shark looked totally fake. Why were you guys all screaming? And if you look behind us, you see the only shark in existence able to do the backstroke. And that's something you don't see every day. Unless you're me. You know, the nickname the shark works after Steven Spielberg's attorney, and the nickname the production flaws because the shark never really worked according to the plan. In fact, the very first time they put him...
So I really owe this shark a lot.
Alright, now, ladies and gentlemen, that area was also seen as a fictional country. Sorry, seen as the fictional. Now, folks, if you take a look up on the top of the hill, you're going to see our chick is played by Terry Hatcher. And she lives right next door to her very good friend, Lynette, who lives in the greenhouse off to the left-hand side of the tram. Lynette is played by Felicity Huffman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, prior to this area being called Wisteria Lane, we called it Colonial Street. And and it was seen in TV shows and movies, even music videos, some of which were The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks, as well as Matlock. You might also recognize it as Nellyville in Nelly's music video, co-starring Kelly Rowland. Now folks, if you take a look over to the right-hand side of the tram, you're going to see a pink house. That was Edie's house, and Edie was played by Nicolette Sheridan. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now that you saw this area with your own two eyes, I'd like to direct your attention to our monitors where you can see ABC's #1 rated comedy, Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
All these houses in Wisteria Lane are dressed to look like the normal, typical, everyday suburban home. But sometimes the script calls for something a little bit more basic fantasy. And that's exactly what we needed in Ron Howard's version of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch... Uh-oh. But we did not see you put those bodies in the trunk. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Folks, this is the crash site from Steven Spielberg's film, War of the Worlds. Alright, folks, at this point in time, I'd like to invite you guys to go ahead and stand up and take pictures of the set. You can stand, I won't yell at you.
Airplane is all designed around a vision of escape.
Goes down right in a big neighborhood because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing great. Listen to me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close.
Alright folks, grab your seats, the show must go on. Get in.
This is not good.
Oh no, I'll never be a teen mom. 5 curse